Incident Command System Documentation Form. Several management tools available. The Incident Command Incident Personnel of the Report Form listed the following pages available. The Incident Command Potential Incident Management Tools are briefly descriptive of the Incident Command System forms. They use the file of the forms are unique with the participating agents for the incident of the not include. Uh, the forms are unique and participating agent incident that not include this section most important of the process of documentation incident activity. Agency specific forms should be part of all final documentation. Government agency may require after-action report in some form or the other. The report with the make sure for their initial internal review statistical analysis determination triangle. The equipment that most needs determination complying with enforcement. Therefore, incident form with the record with the complete with the incident command system personnel during the incident should be available to reference after incident demobilization. Documentation unit is responsible for collecting and filling with the information about the incident. The documentation unit is responsible for maintaining all completed staff with the prepared during the incident with a copy of each of the form and the appropriate staff of the incident command safety officer operational section chief, etc. During incident, the documentation unit must maintain final completed copies of the off the record activity incident. Unit leader may also request copies of any of the records report with the need to maintain a complete file for incident involving only a single jurisdiction. Responsible agency will complete, maintain, store all of the incident with the documents filings according to the agency policy. Proceed with the incident involving more than one jurisdiction, which commonly in many hazmat incident jurisdiction where the relief to take place should be complete with the maintain, store all incident documentation filings according with the individual's policy and procedure. Concurrency with the agencies participating in the response required before destroying any incident files. Completed forms held during post-incident analysis, the criteria, exposure, documentation, hackers, communication, many other situations, the document created with the incident may become evidence legal action pertaining to the incident. The incident commands are responsible for the completion for the safekeeping of all of the records. One may have the difficulty proving the actions if one does not have the written record of these actions. The job is not complete until the paperwork is in. Now we examine some of the form records are routinely used the incident command during the planning activities of actual operation. Incident command form 201 incident brief. The form of the incident command with the command general staff assume the command with the incident with the basic information for the incident reach for the allocated for the incident. Also serve the permit and record of the incident and respond to the incident. Performing incident command form 201 job initial attack incident command for the preservation relieving senior official officer. This form is a conservative outline with a more detailed oral briefing during transfer of the command. Incident command form 201 is a multi-page document. Page 1 is a map sketch site showing the geographical landmark, resource location, wind direction. Page 2 summary with the current actions. Page 3 show the current organizational chart with the listing individuals assigned to each management position incident. Page 4 resource summary listing important information about the resource assigned to the incident. Incident goals, objective, strategy, tactics, operational responsibility. Command include 3 levels of incident objectives: isolation, notification, identification, protection, control, recovery, and termination. 2 strategy and tactics. Strategic level is function incident command with the incident command sets overall plan and priority. The tactical level the function of the operational section chief. Person select the tactical priority of the assignment. When the operation chief has been designated, the incident command must perform tactical level of responsibility. When planning section established strategic tactical level, the operational should become part of the information given in the PSC. The vital information sent for the primary function of the section of the evaluating incident forecasting incident need. The PSC also must develop an alternate plan to include both strategic and tactical level information. Task level and responsibility supervisor emergency responders who are performing individual tasks achieve the tactical object with a smart objective. The acronym specifically word make must be precise and ambiguous in describing the objective, the measurable design shape of the objective should make it possible to tell the final count whether the objectives are achieved. Achieve the objective must have an action word to describe the expected accomplishment. Realistic objective to achieve the resource of the agencies and the assisting agencies can allocate the instances even if they make it take several operational periods to accomplish them. Time frame. The time frame should be specified. Incident action plan. Incident action plan actually consists of several incident command system forms bundled together with the documentation actions developed by the incident command with the command general staff of the other developed during planning meeting with all attachments include the plan specified with the incident objective, the strategy for the tactical resource for the personal organization communication plan, medical plan, and other appropriate information for the use of the operation. Individual action plan update must follow each of the formal plan meeting conducted by the PSC and the command general staff of the incident command approve of the prior distribution incident action plan must for each of the operational period beyond the initial action phase. Table file the summary of the most important form related to the individual action plan. Here is a list of the incident command systems form make of the effect of the incident action plan. Form 201 incident briefing sets for the site of the incident objective. 202, 203 organizational assignment list. 204 incident assignment list. 205 incident radio communication plan, traffic plan, and internal external to the incident. Incident Command Form 206 Medical Plan. Alright, Incident Command Form 202 for the cover page. Incident Action Plan. This form describes the basic strategic goal of the tactical object with the provide weather information safety consideration used during the next operational period with the Incident Command Form 203 for the Incident Command System personnel information unit with the activity currently personal staffing each position of their unit. Incident Command Form 204 informs operational section personnel accident incident assignment of other once Incident Command general staff has agreed with the assignment information that is given to the appropriate units operations division group during the brief meeting period of the next operational period with the resource unit that normally prepares for this form. Incident Command System Form 205 provides single source for the information all of the radio frequencies assignments for each of the operational period. Communication illuminator prepares this plan. Incident Command System Form 206 provided information. Incident medical aid station transportation services hospital medical emergency procedure. Medical Unit Leader performs Incident Command System Form 206. Safety Officer reviews the Section 29 CFR 1910-120Q requires this. All these forms listed available that are standard Incident Commands forms have the varying degree of the importance of the documentation and incident actions. One form of the unit leaders and incident staff must use the Incident Command Form 214, the form that records the detail of the unit activity, including team-level activity file is made up of the log provided with a basic reference of the which for the extract information inclusion in any after-action report. The command staff member of the division group supervisor, air operator, group strike team, task force leaders, unit leaders initiate, maintain this form. Unit log is needed each operational period. Completed unit logs go to the supervisor who transmits the log for the documentation unit. Log should note at the time of the brief description each significant and current event in which the unit was involved, by which for the effect of the injuries, assignment of task, completion, difficulties encountered, etc. Incident Command Form Maintenance Matrix 201 Incident Briefing. Give the incident basic list like incident situation resource initial response originator initial attack incident commander note required above none situation resource view for the document unit 202 and then it keeps going. When incident engages only a few units, incident action plan live with the mind with the incident command with the incident action plan include the strategy tactic of the incident as well as the need with the support or operation of the incident command manager for the operation resource for the managers know the overall strategy orders issued arrive with the company with the other officers normally conveying this information. One large, complex incident with long duration and mandatory incident action plan with a written form. Naturally, incident action plans from this mind with the incident command unit sufficiently staffs arrive to create an overall plan commitment into the writing highly advantaged for the type of the incident to have plan meeting ahead by the PSC along with the command with the general staff as well as the others designated with the incident command shows down the planning meeting of the plan is developed for the next operational period with the input with the attendees placed within writing. All attendees leave with immediately understand with the incident command object of the strategy that are made to be accomplished. Additional plan meetings occur with the frequency of the need of the incident of the modification plan file with all personnel need to receive the copy. Summary common sense dictates you the incident command system has met instance just one would at the other response. OSHA 29 CFR 1910-120 requires it. The National Fire Protection Association recommends it. The incident command information presented all help increase the incident safety efficiency at the same time help meet the national standard regulations as well as requirements of the National Incident Management System. And that was the final reading of Unit 2 Incident Command Systems. And that does